What's up guys, Sigils here, and today we are doing some more invention slash tutorial type work. Those of you who watch my Let's Play may have noticed probably saw a couple episodes where I was working on a villager trade processing system. I didn't get it to work. I ran into a number of frustrations. And so I've decided to work on one in here in a creative world to really get it to do what I want it to do. I finally got something that works, and I thought I would show it to you guys because you might find it handy. Currently, I do believe villagers eventually reset their trades. However, I believe in 1.4 they're looking at having them not do that. So villagers with awesome trades are going to be something that you want to retain and do cool stuff with. Anyway, so this right here is the breeding facility. All these doors up here just make them all randy and whatnot so that they breed more often and give us a really high turnover of villagers. Let's hop up over here and take a look at everything going on down below. This here is the trading facility. So villagers will come through here and we will be able to see them for trades and decide if they're a villager we want to keep or not. And if not, we then can pass them on down. Down here, this is the collection area. If you decide not to keep a villager for its trade, he drops down and will automatically get picked up here by this minecart. The minecart will then pass through this tripwire, which acts as a empty/full cart detector. So it'll only be triggered when there's something in the cart. That will cause this rail to shift, move the minecart over here, and dump them over here. This is just a placeholder. What I would use them for in survival is any villager that didn't have a trade I would want, I would send off to an iron golem farm. So this would lead to whatever level of the iron golem farm I was working on or something like that. I would probably use JL's design. I didn't bother building that here in creative, but this is just a placeholder for other uses for villagers than trading. So let's take a look at it. Okay, now that I've given you the overview of the whole system, let me show you how it works after I kill my cat. Okay, so a villager drops through an open hole like this right here. The buildings up above, their door has a 1x1 living area, and it's just a hole after that. Once the villager enters, he falls through and lands right here. This tripwire detects when there's a villager standing here. That's what turns on the lights, and it also has wiring coming back here to the piston, which seals the doorway, or the dropway, so that another villager can't fall in and occupy the same space. The villager's then trapped in this block until we don't want him there anymore. So I can come up to him and say, hey, what's your trade? 3 emeralds for a bookshelf, you know? No thanks. I mean, I like books, but that's ridiculous. So I'm going to press that. He's going to fall down. You see him right here, and that minecart's going to come along, pick him up. It's going to continue back. It might have to bounce once. That's not a big deal. And the tripwire automatically launches the next one from the dispenser. Now, there he goes. Whee! We'll never see him again. I'm not collecting them for any reason right now, but he would go off to the collection point of wherever. The one downside of this is, dispensers can only hold 9 minecarts at a time, so you will need to reload it every so often, which isn't too tedious. And since this will probably be used to feed an iron farm or something like that, you're gonna have plenty of iron to spare, and minecarts are reusable, so not a big deal. But it's already ready to go. And probably if I come up here, see another villager's already fallen into his place. 1 emerald for a cooked chicken. All right, I'll keep that. Knock back 1. Sorry, I got better taste than that. No thanks. Now, one of the things you want to be careful with is with your village, make sure you don't completely eradicate the population. So, be looking up here to, say, hey, I've still got some villagers left. I want them to breed to keep giving more trades. So you could blow through your population in like 30 seconds if you're not careful. And you just don't want to do that because it's a hassle to repop. Other than that, though, not a big deal. Often what I might do is I might just do a nightly collection. So I won't sit down here. I'll just let it run overnight, trap a percentage, and then during the day when they're outside, I'm not going to worry about it, and it's safe to fire some of these off and let them breed, etc., etc. So now that you've seen that, the wiring for this is actually very, very simple. I'm going to show you one of these modules all by itself right over here. So let's set it to daytime real quick. And let's take a look. So you're going to need it to be, I like to have a space in between, but technically it only needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall per unit. So that's not too bad. All you've got here is the door with the drop. It's now sealed, as you can see. I did actually end up doing this over here just because every once in a while a villager does actually edge out through the corner, so a fence post is a little bit better. This button right down here is the reset that drops the piston out below. And let's take a look at the wiring. So the tripwire here just comes out this glowstone into a repeater. The repeater needs to be set to 3 ticks, and then it comes right over here into the piston. This is the piston that goes into the floor. So nothing too complicated there. The button then has a torch, or a redstone dust coming into a torch, coming into the piston at the bottom, so that the piston is extended by default, and that's why this hole is closed, except when I press the button and it opens. Once there's nothing occupying this space anymore, that will automatically open. The 3-tick delay is just there so that if there's a villager sitting here and you press the button to have the floor give way, it is technically, whoa, having problems here. It is technically possible that the villager up here could just fall straight through and never stop, and you'll lose them. So that's all that's there for. And then you just put these end to end. So you just would take this light right here, paste, put it right here, and then start building over. It's very, very simple design. I also did a row of doors up on the top just to make them breathe more, but that's not necessary. That's up to you. You can see I've just got 5 on either side, just 10 of these modules. This line coming along here is to the mass turnoff. That can be a little glitchy, so I don't know if you want to use it, because if you have all of the floors sealed and then you open it and there's like 3 villagers in one spot, they will pile up and it can jam up the system. So that's something to be aware of. And let's take a look at the wiring down here. So when a villager falls out of the hole, he lands over here in the glass. This is a 1x1 hallway. You see, this is the drop points. Like I said, this half slab here is to prevent them from wandering over and hitting the piece of string on their own. They can pass through. You can pass through half slab if you're riding in a minecart. Otherwise, no bueno. And same with the glass over here. That's just to keep them from getting out and going places we don't want them to go. The redstone dust comes down here to a redstone torch, which it turns off, and that's what causes this piece of track to flip-flop to face the other way. And then this part runs all the way over here to the dispenser, and that just launches a new minecart. Piece of cake. So it's pretty simple, guys. And as you can see, it'll behave pretty well. I can come over here. I don't want you. Occasionally, they do get stuck, and you just need to shove them back. That's just the unfortunateness of AI and Minecraft. It's just going to happen. Keep you. Don't want you. So let's see, this guy wants 8 gold ingots. Gold. I would like a stack. What happens if I trade with you right now? Well, you gonna give me the purple fuzzies? Yes, you are. He still has his old trade and a new one. And hey, that's not half bad. Alrighty, guys. So that's the villager processing design. Let me know what you guys think of it. If you have any questions or suggestions for it, in the comments below. If you did enjoy the video, a like is always appreciated, and subscribing is even more appreciated. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. I already said that. I'm really tired. Yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.